If I'm really desperate, I put on Peppa Pig, but that's usually outlawed. Kids are always bored.
There's no such thing as being bored.
He's seen it all. Been there, done that, twice, 3 times, a million times. I'm not impressed anymore.
My favorite thing to do at home with my daughter to stay busy is cook. She has her play kitchen, I have my real kitchen. I get my sous chef on, and she's over there thinking she's cooking fake wooden carrots.
I just send her down the block to the neighbors.
So one of the things that parents do to keep their kids occupied is take them to the bookstore.
Shockingly, the thing that keeps her attention the most is colored sand.
Learn the difference between the bookstore and the library.
The easiest way to occupy my child when he's bored or if I just need a break is handing my cell phone. Done.
She's got like a plethora of apps that could launch a spaceship.
When he has my cell phone, if I forgot to put it in airplane mode, he's usually trying to order a pizza, a Lyft, he's trying to send a text. He's FaceTime people before. He's deleting all my apps and I have no idea what he's gotten rid of.
Okay, I didn't even put my hand on a phone until I don't want to say because I prefer to keep my age. It's a private matter. She doesn't get to be bored, okay? She could, she's like, you know, she has Steve Jobs, the ghost of Steve Jobs.
And she sits in the backyard for like 2 hours and digs through it with a spoon. Go figure.
At the bookstore, they can do whatever they want. They can read, they can talk. The library is somewhere you have to be quiet. And that was one place I could never take my daughter because even to this day, she's never learned how to be quiet. So it was quite the feat to go to the library with a hyper kid that would never shut up.
Also, any kind of Play-Doh, any sort of stickers. If I give her a sticker book of like 500 stickers, I can basically be sure she's gonna be set for like 35 to 40 minutes. When all else fails, I put on a show. If I'm really desperate, I put on Peppa Pig, but that's usually outlawed.
Double feature is always nice, and then maybe another movie, and then maybe another movie, and then maybe another movie, and then TV at home. So that always works for me.
I've always distracted my kids with books. I've always said, you have to read. Every time they ask me about a tragedy, something bad that happened to someone, I would always say that it happened to them because they didn't know how to read.
I think the best places to take kids are places where they're trapped, where they can't run away. Like any sort of enclosed pen type area where there's other children and swings can occupy them for a long time. The worst place is like going to a shopping mall or a museum that's not for kids because then they're just running all over the place. They'll find things to play with, like, no, put down that dinosaur bone. It's just a mess.
And then maybe another movie,